A very good morning to all my dear children. How are you all? I hope all are safe and sound, isn't it, children? I'm here to welcome you all for today's class in English literature, The Moon. It's a poem, children. All right. Before getting into the poem, let me explain to you some new words from this poem. These new words will help you to understand the poem in a better way, children. All right. So let's get started. Regal state. Regal state is nothing but royal manor. Attendant nobles. Attendant nobles mean high ranking helpers. Okay. Then countless Maria in large number and great variety. Main appearance. Her dignity. Here the moon's royal status. Okay. So it is referred as her dignity. Her lustrous eye. Here the moon shining light. Alright. Lustrous eye is nothing but the moon's shining light. The light of theirs. That is the light of the moon's attendant nobles. Alright. Then glance. Quick look. Okay. So these were the new words. Now let us see. This poem is written by Eliza Curie. Okay. So she is Eliza Curie, okay, who is the poet of this poem, The Moon. The Moon is a very sweet poem which is written by Eliza Curie, who paints a visual picture of the moon, though it is an outstanding poem, she visualizes and paints a picture of the moon, okay, in her own imagination. So in today's class we will see what is her imagination. All right, I will just tell you in brief. All right, in the first stanza she personifies the moon as a lovely lady who she chanced to see quite often, as a good looking, dazzling, gorgeous persona. Persona is nothing but face. Okay. Good looking, dazzling is nothing but impressive. Okay. Gorgeous face with a royal birth. Okay. With a royal birth. The queen like moon is also very tender and noble. Although she lives in a palace, she's full of humility. Humility means modesty, and does not have a sense of pride. She is not proud. She knows she is beautiful, but that does not make her vain. She never ridiculous. Ridiculous means deride anyone. She does not, what you can say, deride anybody. That she's not proud and humiliate others. She smiles and attends every aspects of nature, be it a wrapped up flower or a quiet bird. All right, so she summarizes up all the flowers or all the quiet birds. She gently bids us good night. Bids means makes a offer or says good night. If we happen to keep a small gap between our draw curtains. Draw curtains are nothing but when we go to sleep. All right, children. So this was a brief summary of this poem. So let's get started in detail, children. Children, turn to page number 98 in your English literature textbook. The moon. There is a lovely lady whom I have often seen. She's fair and bright and beautiful, and she was born a queen. She looks both mild and gentle, though she lives in regal state, and her attendant nobles in countless myriads wait. Her mure in humble, and with them her dignity she shares. She would not that her lustrous eye should dim the light of theirs. Upon the ground her beaming smiles and her blessings fall. She kisses every folded flower and every silent bird. If, when we draw our curtains, we draw them not too tight, she steals a glance into our room and wishes us good night. Eliza Carey. What a beautiful poem, children. Let me explain to you in stanza wise. There is a lovely lady whom I often seen. She's fair and bright and beautiful, and she was born a queen. Okay, here the poet Eliza Carey is telling that there is a lovely lady. Now, this lovely lady is who? It refers to the moon children, whom I often seen, who the poet often sees. Okay, that how is that lady? She's fair and bright and beautiful, and she was born as a queen children. Understood? Okay. She looks both mild and gentle, though she lives in regal state, and her attendant nobles in countless myriads wait. Here the poet says that she looks both. She, who is a she now? The moon children. All right. The poet says that she looks both mild and gentle. Mild is nothing but soft children. All right. Gentle means noble. All right. Though she lives in regal state, though she is a queen, though she is in a royal status, okay, regal state is nothing but royal manner, I told you, right? Though she is regal state means royal manner, though the moon is in royal manner, but her attendant nobles, her attendants nobles means, what did I say? High ranking helpers. Okay, she is always ready to help. Okay, are large in numbers. Now, who are in large? Countless myriads wait. Countless myriads means what? In large numbers and great variety. Now, who is in large number and great varieties? It refers to the stars children. All right. Though the moon is in royal status, but her high ranking, what you can say, helping nature. Okay, in countless marines wait. Okay, the countless marines refers to in large numbers and great varieties. So the stars are in great varieties, children. So though the moon is a royal state, but she is not proud. Okay, though the stars are large in number, okay, but the moon is cheerful and it does not want to fade. All right, fade its light. Her mien is humble, and with them her dignity she shares. She would not that her lustrous eye should dim the light of theirs. That means, mien is nothing but the appearance. Her The moon appearance is humble, and with them her dignity she shares. The moon's royal status. Okay, she would not that her lustrous eye. Now I told you lustrous eye, the moon's shining light. Okay, should dim the light of theirs. Of theirs means, I told you. What do you mean by of theirs? Light of theirs. The light of the moon attendant nobles. All right. So the moon is cheerful, and it's not, and it doesn't want to fade the light of the stars. Okay, with its bright light. All right, with its bright light, the moon don't want to fade the light of the stars. Upon the ground, her beaming smile and her blessings fall. She kisses every folded flower and every silent bird. Okay, children? So she says, upon the ground, her beaming smile, she broad smile. Okay, upon the ground, the moon's broad smiles and her blessings fall. Okay, whose moon's blessings fall on the ground, and she kisses every folded flowers and every silent bird. Okay, children. If when we draw our curtains, we draw them not too tight, she steals a glance into our room and wishes us good night. So here the poet says, if when we draw our curtains means when we go to sleep, we draw them not too tight. We don't draw our eyes or close our eyes too tight. She steals a glance. Now, steals is nothing but to take. Okay, who is this she now? The moon. Okay, she steals, she takes a glance into our room and wishes us good night. Isn't a beautiful poem, children? Yes, Eliza Carey her imagination. It's outstanding, and she has written many poems for the children. All right, so it is an adventurous and imagination poem. So I hope you have understood this poem, children, and I want you all also to imagine the thing in different manner, and you see how beautiful thinking you get into your mind, isn't it, children? Children, with this we end our today's session. I hope you have understood this poem. So read this poem and read the new words, which is very important. With this note, I take a leave. Thank you. Bye bye. God bless you, children. Children, with this, we come to an end of this session. I hope you all have understood this poem. So, read this poem and understand the new words. With this, I take a leave. Thank you. Bye bye. God bless you, children.